Using regular hypnosis, a hypnotist can plant a command in our computer brain and have us forget the implant. Even so, the subject is still affected by it and usually cannot resist obeying it. To understand the hypnosis principle, one must understand how a post-hypnotic suggestion works. If you've ever seen a stage hypnotist, you may have seen this at work. First, the hypnotist puts the person in a fairly deep trance. When the subject is in a deep trance, he will remember nothing that happened in the trance state unless he is told to remember. Then, to entertain the crowd, he will give a suggestion that will take effect after the subject is awakened. He may say something like, "After you are awake, anytime you see me scratch my head, you will cluck like a chicken." He may end this suggestion with another that he will not remember what he heard in the trance state. Next, he wakes the subject up and starts carrying on some small talk, then he scratches his head. Suddenly the subject starts clucking like a chicken. The audience, of course, thinks it's funny and laughs like crazy, but here's the interesting thing. If the hypnotist asks the subject why he started clucking, the subject will not have a clue as to the real cause. Usually he will formulate a reason within his belief system that sounds as rational as possible to him. He may say, "I just thought it would be a funny thing to do." We laugh when we see this happening to this unsuspecting victim, but what we do not realize is that it also happens to most of us. We also have post-hypnotic suggestions planted in us that are triggered when certain key words are spoken or events happen. Such powerful suggestions can be planted through repetition of belief or thought, sometimes even over a period of years. For many of us, our belief systems are like powerful hypnotic suggestions. The interesting thing is our conscious belief systems change over time, but often the implant of past belief remains, just waiting to be triggered by a key word. Here are samples of common implants. Within politics, socialism is good. Socialism is evil. Global warming is real. Global warming is a hoax. It matters not whether the implant is true or not. What it does is it controls the person and takes away his power of judgment. If he has the implant that socialism is good, then he cannot see its flaws and would even accept it through tyranny. On the other hand, if he has the implant, it is evil, then he cannot see its benefits through cooperative endeavors. Within religion, believe in Jesus and be saved. Jesus is a myth. The scriptures are the word of God. The scriptures are fiction. Again, all implants like these keep the seeker from using his mind to make judgments and see the real truth. Each of us must examine ourselves and discover our implants and neutralize them. This will free up our power of judgment so real open-mindedness can be realized and good judgment empowered. To understand the effect of this, visualize the hypnotic subject suddenly remembering the post-hypnotic suggestion. Now that he realizes what is going on, he has power to not cluck when the hypnotist scratches his head. He may still feel an impulse to do it, but he can now resist because he is aware. Even so, when we realize how we are programmed, we then have power over the programming and can respond as we consciously see fit, rather than as some computer program. When we recognize and master the hypnotic suggestions within us, we become masters of our fate.